the rich and corporations, end the wars, bring the troops home, cut military spending, protect the social safety net, strengthen Social Security, improve Medicare for all, end corporate welfare for oil companies and other big business interests, transition to a clean energy economy, reverse environmental degradation, protect worker rights, including collective bargaining, create jobs and raise wages, get money out of politics and corporate personhood, no cuts to poor and working people, end racism, end police brutality, no prisons for profit, healthy, just, and fair food access for all, stop blaming immigrants, minorities, women, and LGBTQ people for problems caused by Wall Street, and no more bailouts, nationalization instead, as well as a planned expansion of the education, more about education essentially. So that was roughly the general plan, that was roughly the general thing that was developed by the roughly 30-person group. So yeah, and again, I am not like formally involved in any particular aspect of it, and a lot of people are talking about ending the Fed, and I'm sure that ending the Fed will be something that people are willing to explore further once the General Assemblies get started. So I feel really good about the Minneapolis meeting. Had I think a little more than 150 people kind of coming in and out. A lot of people that are new to the scene. I think overall it looked really good. So I think we can all feel pretty good that Minnesota, which is starting on October 7th on the People's Plaza, which is down at the Minneapolis, Hennepin County Government Center / Minneapolis City Hall area by the light rail station. That stuff is going on. So there you go. I do think they really did a great job with the artwork, so it looks great. Alright, so let's break into technical questions. Fanatic, yes, I think my glasses do look alright, thank you. Okay, so this movement has been so infiltrated it's not even funny. Well, I don't know if it's really, it sucks that infiltration happens, but that's why we need to attract so many people in that infiltrators are not harmful. Just because you have infiltrators doesn't mean you should abandon prospects for political change. I think that's good. Okay, so let's...
You should be planning for infiltrators, too.
Well, right, and I think people are planning for infiltrators. I mean, I think people have seen it all at this point, so it's no surprise. It's kind of par for the course. Okay. So guys, can we break down technical questions, and please ping them with Hong Kong on the main Occupy Wall Street channel if you can. Thank you. Somebody says the cops cannot choose which laws to enforce, and I don't think that's true at all.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, they always choose what laws to enforce. Let's be realistic. Okay guys, let's I'm not getting any questions, so I might not stick around too much. Dari World Streams, I'm not sure if I got your email. Email is hongpong@hongpong.com. Thank you. Question, what OS are the Macs running? I mean, 10.6 or 10.7 if we can support it. Basically, we try to run, regular software. We don't have much complicated software. We use the Procaster app. And we use the latest version of Flash to run Livestream Studio. Not too complicated. Updates on Arrested on the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know. I slept like all day Sunday. I don't know what's going on. Savages, where can we find HD footage for promotional video? I mean, my understanding is everything in our library is Creative Commons, so download that stuff as MP4s. I'm not sure if it's really HD. And I can try to ask people in New York about releasing more HD footage as Creative Commons for remixes. Is there going to be a live feed of Occupy Minnesota? Hopefully that will come together. There is a live streaming team, and they are coordinating and getting rolling. So that is happening. Apple is suicideware. Yeah, that is true from the workers' sense of it. It's pretty grim, and I can only hope that things will get better. The start of the Minnesota thing asks, sorry, I lost the name, Zena, yeah, October 7th, let me wave that again, October 7th, that's what's going on, so there you go. Alright, oops, sorry, the camera falls asleep if I don't keep it alive. Outstanding. No, I don't know anything about the arrests. I don't know. Soylentia, we don't need line install discs. I'm not sure. I don't think that's super important. We kind of have our own special disk images. Are we adding new videos to the loop daily? Anon 206. We try to when we have time. It's a little hard to keep it all cleaned up. The interface is pokey and cumbersome, so it can be a little frustrating. The video that was Spanish and had English subtitles, Schmeek. We have a bunch of Spanish videos. We have a lot of people affiliated with Spain in our crew, and those are mainly on YouTube, but they're kind of sprinkled around, so I will try to consolidate those and get those in a way that is more easy to present if I can. How is it working with Livestream? Are they supportive? As Free Speech NH. I think Livestream has been pretty friendly with us, and I think they've been pretty reasonable and taken advantage of the opportunity that I think this really is for their whole organization. Yeah, well, now... Yeah, look, okay, there's this whole drama about the Fed and everything, and I mean, it really seemed to me like end the Fed is an idea that's very strong. You know, if you ask the people that are in New York on live stream, and I don't think anybody is a huge fan of the Federal Reserve, right? So I don't think we need to worry about that. I'm hoping to kind of tomorrow maybe possibly be able to get to go on the Alex Jones show as a call-in maybe, and we can maybe try to have a productive discussion about it. Obetica says everyone was released from the bridge arrest, and tickets were dropped, and the 6th is the day they need to go to court, November 6th, and I think that's probably correct. Thank you, Fanatic. Yes, I'm trying to take questions. What flavor of Nix do I use, Slim Booter? I like Linux, man. I think Ubuntu Linux is good. I've tried using CentOS. It gets a little awkward, maybe, but and obviously Backtrack Linux is for ballers. I don't have it installed, but I respect it. How to add videos of our occupations? Laru B. Moore. If you can email outreach@globalrevolution.tv, we are trying to get things combined. I don't know anything about national boycotts. Ham radios would be good. I think the channels Help OWS and also channel media teams on IRC would be a great place to talk about all matter of radio technology, which would be great. The Sheep Look Up says, in response to infiltrators, together united, we shall not be divided. And I think that's a great perspective, man. Twin Cities asks, I'm bringing my 15-year-old daughter. Are you going to keep the occupation PG rated? It's not my job to do anything about the Minnesota stuff at all. And I think that it will, in my impression is that it will probably be like family friendly, and I think that'll be okay. I don't think that will be the problem. Okay.
It's a chemical free.
Yeah, let's not like talk about Nazis right now, man. I'm gonna like kick Breckton because I just can't handle this right now. But he'll probably come back. Whatever. So, oh my God, Breckton. Oh my God. See, this is what happens. Okay, so let's just try to keep this on topic for a minute, guys. What if the internet gets shut down? Well, the internet getting shut down would be a pretty big penalty to the economy, as it was in Egypt, but we learned in Egypt they will shut down the internet if they need to. Nymera, college walkouts. I did just see on the Twitter, there's a new college walkout Twitter account. I forget what it's called. I think there's a retweet for it. We opt a lot of clowns, says Trogug. I'm sorry, man. I don't like all the time spent on forum moderating. I would rather make awesome graphics and cool stuff like that. I'm hoping we can reach a good equilibrium with operators, but it's kind of a difficult thing to do right, and that's not something I like spending any time on at all. Rafe, are you worried the NYPD or feds will attempt to disrupt the stream? Sure. I mean, I think that's a reasonable concern, and I have to think they're thinking about it, but I also think that they don't have any constitutional authority to do stuff like that, and they need a subpoena to search journalists' work product and presumably to try to jam it as well. Yeah, I hope open source movement is behind the movement. I don't know what's going on in Miami, but it's cool. Revolution USA, everything's moving fast, man. I'm trying to follow messages, but it's hard. It's so much easier to reach me on IRC. Don't count on me to read all the live stream. I'm glad Bill Cooper's watching. The bankers are donating millions to the NYPD, and it's pretty sick, dude. It's the conflict of interest. What's going on in NYC tomorrow? I'm not the person to ask about this New York stuff. Please don't. What about more advanced forums to participate in and organize? That stuff needs to get hosted with trusted hosts. If you want to have forums, then that's tough. And that's why Indie Media IRC is a trustworthy place to have chats. As we saw with Bitcoin Forum, for example, forums get hacked and everybody's passwords get stolen, and that sucks. Ooh, good question. Cape Crusader. Oh my God. Are people of color involved in Minneapolis protests? Yeah, actually, at the end of the meeting, we went people went out of their way to have some representatives from the Latino community talk about immigrants becoming involved, and they said in Spanish that immigrants are essentially slaves in this country, and they will stand with us even though they have faced such huge consequences if they get arrested. To paraphrase, it was really an excellent statement. So I'm really hoping that we can reach it with the Latino community and the Somali community and the Hmong community in town, as well as the Native community, which is very strong in Minneapolis. And I hope when they're reached that they will all be totally down with it and plug in, because Wall Street hates them all. Yeah, okay, let's try to go to technical questions if we can. Will I be visiting other occupations across the country? I would love to. I've been thinking a road trip would be good, but I don't have a car. Okay, let's see. Okay. Guys, Trogug, just please relax on IRC. Let's just, be focused and listen. I think, like, with all the chats, like, when we're trying to do interactive stuff using these channels, it's very important that we have a flow of messages that's, like, directly related to what's going on. And obviously that's really a frustrating kind of shoehorn to fit everything into, but I think it's important to try. Okay, I'm gonna unfreeze this just because I need more questions. Sorry. Okay. If we have awesome videos of protests in recent days, how can we get them to you? And is there a list of occupied cities? For now, it's like you can send the links for videos for Hong Kong at hongkong.com. That's okay for now. And sending them to outreach@globalrevolution.tv would be good. And I think, was it Crowd wanted to know what is the bill for live stream is, like, irrelevant. I don't really want to get into it. How would people deal with temperatures below 0 in Minneapolis? I don't know.
Layers will work, or igloos. There's a lot of interesting ideas. How do we deal with that every day?
Yeah, okay. Right. How do we deal with that every day in Minneapolis, right? I think if anybody is going to have winter camping gear, it's us. So we got that. I did Stop Foreclosures says stop foreclosures now. They use their millions to attack you, your job, your home, working all your life. I actually talked to somebody who I had done a video project with who was able to save their home through a huge amount of political pressure, and that was actually... I was really gratified to work on that. That was good. Sorry, I have to keep doing that to keep the camera awake. Okay. Yeah, Rife, we're trying to get up these live streams, or rather the IRC channels as much as we can. And I think that's sort of the idea of what this, the main channel is supposed to be. I think that's the idea. And look, and like Trogug is upset about, and other people are annoyed about the content of what's on Occupy Wall Street, and it's like, when nothing dramatic's going on, maybe it isn't that much of a big deal about the content, but we're trying to get, the relevant, direct stuff, not like these discussions about the nature of, like, currency and stuff in the main channel when things are happening. Oh, does the tech team need anything? Yeah, donations would be good. We have globalrevolution.tv is finally set up as a proper fundraising point, so I'm just going to flick that at you guys. So we do have a new donate link set here, so that is officially the new home, and I think I'll maybe just try to get some lists of good stuff on there. That would be good. So, okay. Yeah, let's try to get these technical questions coming to me, please. Otherwise, I'm going to bap out. Roasted Coyote, during Tahrir Square, daily blog style update on Al Jazeera. Is that possible? I'm not handling media in New York, but I think that everybody understands they need to try to have summarized blogs. I don't know if it's a good idea to have an official website for anything. I don't know. Obetica, I don't know. I feel like it's not, I can't even say. Okay. Let's buy Hong Kong a tour van. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to travel. It'll be nice. This guy kills. What about federal police trying to kick Occupy St. Louis protesters out of downtown for Obama's visit tomorrow? Well, that just shows the hierarchy of power and quasi-legal and extra-legal and pressure and things like that. The IRC servers, irc.indiemedia.org. The web interface is chat.indiemedia.org, and the main channel is Occupy Wall Street. Gusto Girl, is that donate link going to a nationwide group? The donate link goes to globalrevolution.tv as an organization, and we are intending to send out gear to people that need it and organize those things. And so it is to Global Revolution and that collective. That is what the globalrevolution.tv donate link is. How can we become part of the media team? Well, every occupation is having its own media team, says Threvolution and other guys. I mean, essentially, we want to try to have Revolution Management Software, RMS. Let's make a genre of that. We Scottish people are occupying amazingly. Where is the Scottish occupation? That's pretty tight. Otoria says, big problems using live stream, stalling to high CPU usage, store media on another site. I think it would be great to get everything mirrored, and I wish there was a way to just suck it all out and copy it, and it sucks. I just wish it worked in HTML5, which I hope they get in there, because that kills your CPU less. Occupy and on 206. Occupy Seattle is camping in Westlake Center with a temp permit. That's pretty cool. Start in Italy whenever you want. Italy. It's not my business, but you can do what you want. Manchester, UK. I don't know. I don't know. Scotland is occupying on the 15th in Glasgow. Good work, Scotland. That's cool. Scottish people are great. So. Can I set up a special donation page for buying me a tour van? Wow, this could be fun. That's cool. So what do I do daily? What is my schedule summarized? I sort of have a goal of things I want to do, and then I get sucked into sidetracks that aren't fun. Such as, resolving weird problems and stuff. I'd rather make artwork and edits, and I've done, none of it. So I do feel a little frustrated, actually, that I get off track. Okay, and people want to know about equipment. Okay, what are we using the HG20 for live stream? Does it stream wire? Okay, yes, let's talk gear, please, yes, and NIKKCO1, yeah, gear, that's good. And how do we get in touch with other teams? Spuff, let's try to, if you're on a team, try to have somebody on Help OWS channel for the frontline stuff, and media teams for the sort of longer time horizon, slower things. What's my opinion on Acorn and the bankers sponsoring Occupy Wall Street, asks Ron Paul 2012 and the Fed. Yeah, that's Florida Mom is right. If the bankers were sponsoring us, we would not have a problems with equipment nor with media coverage. I think it's really funny that the bankers would sponsor a